Happy Ash Wednesday. It's Preacher Man Brian here in the sanctuary at Red Wine, getting ready for our Ash Wednesday service tonight. It'll be at 6:30 p.m. tonight. It'll be here in person, or if you want to just connect with us via technology, find us on the Red Wine YouTube page, and it'll be live streamed. Either way, this is a beginning place to get our hearts and our minds and our souls prepared for when we get to Easter and we celebrate the resurrection. We've taken this journey to fully embrace what resurrection is all about. And for us to really understand resurrection, Jesus is going to tell us in our passage tonight that death needs to occur before much fruit can begin to be born. And in this way, this is about this whole thing of being a new creation in Christ. The old to be gone and resurrection to be fully embraced. So as we have approached everything now, not most things, but everything now, since we've been in pandemic mode, we're going to do Ash Wednesday a little bit differently. Doesn't mean that it's not going to have meaning and purpose and intentionality. It's, again, just another way that we look at how we engage with this beautiful grace of Jesus Christ. And we're going to do so with this verse being not on a theme for tonight, but throughout this season, Lent. And in John 12:24, Jesus says this. He says, "Very truly, I tell you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single seed." Listen, but if it dies, it bears much fruit. So instead of you coming and getting the ashes there put on your forehead in remembrance that you are dust, and to dust you shall return, we're going to take the same way of taking these little individual terracotta flower pots. And what we're going to do is allow you to get one of these. I'll have the black cross marked there for you as that remembrance. But you'll be able to now come and to put the dirt into your pot. And then take one of the seeds here that I've got provided for you. And with the visual and now the image of that seed needing to be buried. And then, like all things there, it doesn't happen overnight. Boy, I wish that would just bloom and blossom into whatever that seed's supposed to be overnight, but it takes time. And so through this journey of Lent, we're going to be focusing on those things in our lives, the spiritual junk, all the stuff about me, myself, and I that is not anything about Jesus. We're going to give it a chance to die. And as something now begins to sprout, this is going to be a continual reminder of how God's mysterious grace does a new thing in us, and it's every day. And then by Easter, hopefully we're going to have something very beautiful that we're going to be able to transplant as this continual visual reminder of what resurrection is all about. So more to come tonight. I've got a couple spoilers that I don't want to give away. But all of these pots are going to be available all throughout the season of Lent. Okay, I'm going to have different times where we're going to have the sanctuary open for a time of reflection and prayer and coming to get not pots just for me, myself, and I, but for some others that you go, you know what? Somebody needs to understand what's going on with this. This is, again, going to be a visible representation of an inward grace that we need to celebrate, not just during Lent, but for all times. So here's what I'll remind you tonight. Dinner tonight will be between 5 and 6. If you're coming to get your drive-through dinner and aren't planning on staying, I'll be here in the sanctuary in order for you to grab your pot. If you can't make either one of those, again, this will be available on Sunday. And then I'll have scheduled times during Lent for you to come and get as many of these pots for Jesus out to the loving community that God has said, go make a difference and be a part of. So I love you. But again, I'm looking forward to the seed that I've planted here to begin to sprout. But it's got to die in order for resurrection to occur. I love you. See you more. Happy Ash Wednesday. Let's get our hearts and minds and souls ready for resurrection. Love you. See you soon.